Welcome, I'm David Geiger. It was a dry week with nearly 6 days good for fieldwork, according to the Iowa Crop Progress Report. In that time, farmers were spraying and harvesting hay as topsoil moisture levels got to 27% short to very short. Subsoil moisture was bumped up to 20% short to very short levels. Corn is now at 35% silking, 2 days ahead of the 5-year average, with scattered reports of corn reaching the dough stage. Conditions are maintained at 83% good to excellent in Iowa. 58% of soybeans have bloomed, 6 days ahead of the average, with 10% starting to set pods, about 2 days ahead of normal. Soybean conditions are also at 83% good or excellent. And 73% of Iowa oats are starting to turn color, with some even getting harvested. There may not be a Phase 2 trade agreement with China. President Donald Trump says the relationship with China is severely damaged, claiming the country could have stopped COVID-19 but didn't. The Phase 1 trade agreement with China signed earlier this year intended to have China buy billions of dollars in agriculture goods from the U.S., but trade is not on pace to reach the $200 billion over 2 years. Markets are mixed in the Tuesday trade. Our analyst Don Rose has the details.
Yeah, the grain market's trying to find a little bit of a dead cat bounce after slashing down 2.5 days here after the crop report, after improved weather. Yeah, grain market here also finds support on crop ratings going down on corn and soybeans, and also a largest one-day sale since 1991 to anybody, and it was to China, so maybe refiring a little bit of demand underneath the market. But market's just down here at some lower levels, trying to consolidate. The cattle market is run into a lot of resistance at the top end of the range here on cattle. Still dealing with large production coming at us here short term, trying to catch up from that COVID reduced slaughter. Weights are still large, and the futures premium to the cash market in the fall months is about $12 higher than normal. Yeah, the hog market kind of going the opposite of the cattle, trying to find some support here. Large supplies we're dealing with catch up on the slaughter, but we've been working through those numbers at the lower levels here on the cash and futures market. So we've been actually in a base market trying to see if we can stabilize.
And CoBank says a rebound in the U.S. economy is real, but there's a long grind to boost the economy. In its quarterly review, CoBank adds the sharpest post-shutdown economic gains are in the past. Despite the coronavirus, U.S. grain is moving and basis has generally tightened since the 1st of April. Ethanol productions and margins are recovering, but resurgence of the virus limits future demand. CoBank adds in the review it expects industry growth in the chicken sector and concerns are shifting from supply to demand in pork and beef. And that's all I have for the Agribusiness Report today. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you again next time.